If you go to next page, which is called life of production cycle, life cycle of production or life production cycle, there are major four cycles or four stages. Number one is called introduction, second growth, then maturity and decline. Whenever you want to introduce a product, you have to, first of all, you have to introduce your product and you will put your own resources on it and start to produce. On starting, cost will be higher, and then after that little bit maybe decreasing, and then you got the top level of profit, and this which is called first introduction, then company going to in growth level, and then maturity mean at that point company is on maximum level where company's marginal cost and marginal revenue is equal to zero or both are equal, which is a sign of maximum profit, and where total revenue is equal to total cost, and maximum profit company is generating at this stage, and very low risk at maturity level. But after that, every company, every product has to decline, because there is no such upper level after that. So when any company or product reach at the maturity level, then after that there is time by time it start to decline. So there is a four phase of life cycle of production: so introduction, growth, maturity and decline. International and multinational companies. Here we'll discuss international or multinational companies. Number one, what the benefits are, what's the aspects or factors related with that. Number one, administrative issues. International companies administrative issues. If any company is branch in other country, so maybe the issue with administrative, maybe language barriers or any problems. Second is cost advantage or disadvantage. If if company has a branch in third world countries, so definitely the cost of production will be very low. So this is called cost advantage. Economic risk. In third world countries or other countries, there are a lot of economic problems or risk involved. But if company is multinational or international, so the company has to bear these risks. And next is political risk. Nowadays, in every country facing different political problems, so this issue is involved also with multinational companies. Taste. Each country or have as their different taste of living, production, using, utilizing of goods. So taste is also is a problem. How to handle the products. So international company has to produce those things which are preferable by those people who are living around that company. So multinational companies should consider these things: administrative issue, cost advantage, economic risk, political risk and taste. Next is a very interesting topic is SWOT analysis. SWOT. What is SWOT? S stands for strength, W stands for weaknesses, O for opportunity and T for threat. This is a very important topic in P5, and mostly comes in theory, theoretical 5 marks or 7 8 marks, but very important. Strength. What is strength? Strength is positive factor of anything or any project, and significant advantages as well. If you have, if a project have a very significant advantage, that cause strength of the project. Weaknesses a negative aspect of organization, deficiencies, reputations need to be a correction or need to be corrected. So these are weaknesses of any project or any company or any plan. Next is opportunity. Opportunity. Number one is favorable condition, new markets, improved economic factor. So if these things involve, then we will say this is a opportunity. And last is number 4 is threat. What is a threat? Threat is very dangerous for any project. So we can say is opposite side of the opportunity, and which is arise from external factors. So SWOT analysis is very important for project level. Whenever you produce any plan, a project, you have to analyze its strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So then, if you consider these things, then your project and plan will be very beautiful and which very helpful, which will give you a profit. Otherwise, it will create a problem. So there are um, four other strategy which is under SWOT analysis. You can see here SWOT strategy, called SWOT strategy, SWOT strategy. Number one is SO. S means strategy, O for opportunity. So accept opportunity to good fit for strength. This is the first formula or first rule. If you accept opportunities to good fit for, which is a good fit for strength. Second is WO. W for weaknesses, O for opportunity. Overcome weaknesses to pursue opportunities. Next rule. Number three, S and T. S for strength, T for threats. Ways to use strength to decrease threat. Ways to use strength to decrease the threats. Rule number four and last rule, which is W and T, weaknesses and threats. Defensive plan for weaknesses and threats. So if we follow these very golden rules for SWOT analysis and strategies, then definitely our plans will be profitable. Now we're moving nearly about first chapter gonna finish. So next is very important topic, also is very important for theory purposes, and sometimes it's come one part of section 1 and section 2, 5 marks, 10 marks. Benchmarking, internal external benchmarking, comparison, definitions, like that. So we'll discuss benchmarking kinds. There are main 4 kinds of benchmarking. You can see in 4 type of benchmarking. Number 1 is internal, number 2 is external, number 3 is best practices, and number 4 is comparabilities. Whenever you go benchmarking, what is benchmarking? Benchmarking means you have to compare 2 things, whether this or your company is getting growth or not. Comparing same company or same products, or maybe different company and different products, this is called benchmarking, which will be helpful for you to consider the growth of the company. Next, level of benchmarking. There are 3 levels of benchmarking. You can watch here on video. There are diagrams. Number 1 is strategic benchmark. Level 1 benchmarking. Strategic benchmarking, this is under market share, asset return, and gross profit margin. Gross profit margin, asset return, and market share is strategic benchmarking level. If you want to compare these things, that will call strategic level of benchmarking. Compare these things within the company or with outside of the company. And second is called functional. So if you compare different plans in percentage of delivery on time, whether all deliveries on time, what is the percentage, what is a delay ratio, what it is. So you compare these things, that's called functional benchmarking. And order time, what is the order time? Order time is going to increase or decrease. Order, what is the order cost, and efficiency of order completion. If order is getting complete very quickly, so it's functional benchmarking, and which will help to analyze what is the progress of that plan or the company in specific product. And the third and last is benchmarking level is operational. Operational bench, the performance gap. So here you can check what is the performance gap and corrective action required. What the corrective action required to correct these things and uh, 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 get the what the objective you have adjusted. So required level of objective you can gain by performance gap and analyzing the correction of your weaknesses. Last topic for this chapter is government policy. Government policy. In every country, government has to need to generate revenues and then spend on the people or public. So first and foremost way of revenues for government is taxation. Under government policy, taxation is very important, and government has to analyze and check what the taxation rate is and how to collect the taxation, because the government income is revenue is only taxation. Then it's also is under government policy interest rate, exchange rate, public expenditure, and consumer and worker protection, different incentive schemes. These all things are being measured and analyzed under government policies. If government policy is gonna increase like taxation, uh, in this year 2010 VAT rate increase again from 15 to 17.5%. But again in January 2011, government going to increase the VAT rate 20%. So that will, in other words, you can say taxation gonna increase. So this is basic level of generating revenues for the government. So in this chapter we discussed about strategic level of management, how to generate different coins, benchmarking, internal external strategic plans, how to overcome, and SWOT analysis. Thank you very much.